Hi, I'm Lucy and I live in the UK and I am a wig and topper wearer. I started wearing alternative hair in December or November 2022 and I started off with synthetics. I moved to wearing human hair toppers, but I have never owned a human hair wig. So when Newtimes Hair reached out and asked me if I wanted to try one and review one, of course I said yes immediately, and was really excited about this. So it's taken 2 months to produce, but that's really very reasonable amount of time for a hairpiece to be made, so it was worth the wait. So yes, I have my own hair, as you can see, but it is really thin, and this is why I wear alternative hair. I've got a fair amount of hair at the back, but as you can see at the front, my hairline has receded backwards and is very thin in these areas. So when I pull it forward, you'll be able to see it's really wispy, and it just doesn't grow in these front sections. So I just cover it up with a hair topper or a wig, and that just makes me feel so much better about myself, and I won't look back, and I will always wear wigs and toppers. Okay, so here she is. This is the Newtimes Hair new packaging. What I really love about this box is this kind of clear panel that we've got here, which means that you can see the product on the inside before you've even opened it. This is great for if I'm rooting around trying to find something in particular that I want to wear that day. I can see what's inside, so that's really helpful. The other feature that I really like about this box is this kind of magnetic strip that it has on this side. So when you open it, see, like that, and then you go to close it again, it just snaps shut. Now that's a really great feature because it means that once that wig is inside and I've shut the box, it's secure, it's not going to fall out, but also it keeps it safe and protected from the dust in the air. So I know that when it's in this box, it's going to be kept nice and clean. So this is a great storage solution that I'll keep hold of. So let's get this wig out and show you what it's like. So when a piece comes, it will always be in usually be in like a hairnet, which just helps keep the hair in place while it's in transit. There it is. Like that. And there'll always be some sort of padding as well, just under the top of the cap. This is just to help keep its shape again whilst it's in transit or being stored. So here she is out of the box. Now this wig is called the HW-1 wig, and this wig is a medical grade wig which is suitable for any of us with hair loss, whether that be from an illness or whether that be from a condition that you might have, or to be honest, it's suitable for anyone that wants to wear a wig. I mean, I have an amount of bio hair and it's still suitable for me to wear. So, but I would say if you have complete hair loss as well, this is a really great option for you. Now, this is 100% Chinese human hair. It's a lovely quality, you can feel that already, and the density of this piece is medium to heavy. So there's quite a lot of hair here, but I love that. I've never had that, so I love that. The length on this one that I have is 14 inches, but it does come in a longer length of 18 inches as well. So 14 inches for me is perfect. It is a good length. It still feels very long, but it's not too long and not too unmanageable. I can still do a lot with this piece. Now the colour that I have this in is 1740T or 1740T. So it has a dark root, as you can see here, and then it has these blonde highlights and blonde all the way around, which I think just looks really very natural. I haven't had a dark root like that before, but I quite like it actually. It's just different to anything else I own, so I really like this. So let's have a look at the cap on the inside. Now, it has a lace front at here, which you can see. Now this will need trimming before I can wear this properly, but you can do that with some scissors, being very careful. We'll go through that later. So it has a monofilament top section here, which means that you can part this wig in any area or any way in this section, and it will still look like the hair is growing from your scalp, particularly if you have bio hair underneath. It is a silk base, which gives a really effective looking part line. There are a number of polyurethane strips that come across here. Now this is really great for creating like a friction so that it doesn't slide or slip while you're wearing it on your head. A really lovely feature, I love that. You've got ear tabs just here. They're kind of made of almost like a plasticky type material, I think. Not polyurethane, something else, but it's nice and soft. And then around the back, you've got an extended nape, which means it's thicker than this section. So it's a wider section on the nape to make it really comfortable to wear. And you've also got these kind of bra strap adjusters. So you can see here you've got like a hook. Now that hook can be taken out and it can be pulled in and slotted in, same on this side, to adjust this cap so that it fits your head. Now my head circumference is 21.75 inches, and without any adjustments this fits perfectly. If you've got a slightly smaller size head, you might want to then pull these adjusters in to make it fit you better. So as I said, there's the monofilament section on the top, so that section will be hand tied. Each individual hair is hand tied onto that section, and then around that monofilament section, all around here, you can see there is wefted hair. So the hair is on wefts, it's on strips, and this is enclosed wefting, so it's covered up, so you can't get your fingers stuck in the holes of the wefts, and none of the hair from underneath is going to come up and poke through to the back side of this cap, which I really love as well, because there's nothing worse than hair that pokes through and trying to get it back out of the other side. So this is a really nice cap construction, a really lovely cap construction. I'm really happy with this. So the final thing to do is obviously to get her on and see what she looks like. Now, when I put a wig on, I like to dive into it. So I'm going to grab the nape here and have the cap open like this. Put my head in, and I'm going to pull the nape down to the back of my neck. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, the first thing I'm going to check is that the hairline is in the right place. Now, as you can see, the hairline is really far back at the moment, so I just need to make some adjustments. So I'm going to grab onto those ear tabs and pull her forward a little bit. And just check that hairline again. Now, the 4-finger test shows you where a natural hairline would roughly sit. So if you get your 4 fingers like this and put it towards the top of your brow, where your 4th finger here ends is roughly where your hairline should sit, and will create a natural, it's a natural distance from eyebrow to front hairline. So I feel like I want to bring it forward. You don't have to use that test, but I feel like I want to bring it forward ever so slightly more, just like that. And obviously I have the lace here at the moment, so I'm going to just twist that up for a sec. There we go. Oh, she's so lovely. The density of this, they said it's medium thick. I would say it's more of a medium actually. It's not, I don't think it's a thick amount of hair. It's a good amount of hair, but it's not too thick, I don't think. So there is the hairline. So obviously I can see the knots on this. They're not bleached knots. which is absolutely fine. I may just use a little bit of makeup on there just to kind of help hide those a little bit if I was going to wear this off the face, but whilst it's down, they're not visible. And what I like is these little kind of baby hairs that are in the front, this little shorter pieces. They're just in that front that you can see here, because everybody has those. So to not have those doesn't look as natural. With that presence of those little sort of baby hairs, I think that really helps to make it look more realistic. So the ear tabs are coming down nicely. Now that you can see, my hairline comes down quite low in front of my ears, so actually I'm quite happy to just pull a bit of my own bio hair out on these sides to help make it look natural. There we go. Oh, she's gorgeous. Love her. Now, in terms of the parting, I'm going to change this part up a little bit. So in order to change the parting, I'm just going to grab my fine tooth comb. Show you what the parting looks like. There we go. See, it does create an illusion of scalp. It is quite a dense parting, but still can create that illusion of, there's an illusion of scalp through there. This side. So there is an illusion of scalp through there as well on that side, and you will create that illusion of scalp on anywhere that you parted it in that monofilament section in the middle there. I might actually go slightly off center. The hair feels lovely, but yeah, it naturally wants to fall in a different direction at the moment, so I'm going to grab some water and spray it and get it to go the way that I want it to. So I've got my water. Just going to spray in at that root. Because that's where I want the party. And then I'm going to set my hairdryer on a medium heat, not too high, but not too low, and just blow dry that hair in the direction that I want it to fall. And you'll see as well, what I did is when I was blow drying it, I kind of pushed the hair in that direction that I wanted it to go, but I also pushed it back a bit. And what I like about that is it's given me that little bit of lift off the face so that the wig isn't just flat against my face. I think that, again, makes it look really a lot more realistic when you've got that kind of lift. Oh, I love it, it's so nice. Okay. Now, when it arrived, obviously it's been in a box for a while whilst it's been in transit, so I need to straighten this out. I also need to cut the lace as well, so I'm going to go and grab my scissors and we'll do this together. Okay, I'm ready to cut on the lace. So I've got some sharp scissors and I'm just going to take this little piece at a time, cutting close to the hairline but not too close, because I don't want to accidentally cut in to where there's hair. So also, I'm not cutting too straight, and I'm only doing it a little piece at a time as well. If it's not a straight line, it doesn't matter, because a straight line probably looks a little bit more obvious. So if it's a slightly more jagged line, I believe that actually makes it look a bit more realistic. So you can see that the lace is now cut. It's not a perfect line, and that's okay, because a perfect line, I believe, looks more obvious, and I'd rather have it slightly jagged, slightly off, so that it looks more natural. So let's get her back on again. Any adjustments, you can use the ear tabs just to move her around, make sure that she's securely on and centered. There we go. You can see now that lace is actually very sheer, because I can't see any line. It's not creating any kind of line around my forehead. So it's a really sheer lace, which I really appreciate on a wig, because I always find if the lace isn't sheer enough, it does make it look quite obvious that you're wearing a hairpiece. So thumbs up for the sheer lace. Great feature. Okay, now where she has been in storage while she's being shipped, she's not poker straight as I would normally like her. So the next thing I'm going to do is get my straighteners on her and give her a little bit of styling. Okay, so I've got my straighteners and I have set it on 170 degrees centigrade. I'm not sure what the equivalent of that is in Fahrenheit, but this isn't the top heat that I can go on these straighteners. Now, I could go higher if I wanted to, up to 220, but I'm choosing not to, just because I want to try and maintain the life of these hair fibres, and I want to look after them as best as possible. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some heat protection spray on this hair as well, to help limit the damage that I cause by using heat. I'll get my straighteners. I'm just going to pull through the end. So taking my comb, grabbing some hair, popping the comb through and following with the straighteners. I'm going to try and slightly curl towards the ends as well. And as I say, I'm using a slightly lower heat setting, as well as heat protection spray on this hair, just to limit any damage caused to the fibres, because I want to keep this piece looking as good as it does today for as long as possible. So the more I can protect it, the better it's going to look for longer. Try and get to the back. Now, I could do this on my mannequin if I wanted to, but this is so secure on my head that even pulling the straighteners through it, it's not moving at all. So now that it's all straightened out, I can actually see really clearly that it isn't all just one length, which is really nice. It's actually got kind of a pre-cut style to it. So it's got these slightly shorter pieces at the front, so layers at the front, and it's actually got those shorter layers in all the way around in the lengths, so it's not just all one length. I really like that. I like when a piece comes with a little bit of style added to it. Yeah, it's really pretty. In terms of how it feels on my head, this is a really comfortable fit. It's not going to go anywhere. No. Oh, now I'm dizzy. But this fit is amazing. It is perfect, absolutely perfect for my head. I will feel so comfortable and so at ease just wearing this out of the house, because it feels like it was made for me. It almost feels like my own hair. It's quite amazing. Okay, so let me give you a quick spin so you can see what she's like all the way around. So obviously this is the front. I need to do a little bit more training of this just to get it to sit off my face, but that's easily done, maybe using some styling products. So it's the front. And the side. And the back. And the other side. And the back to the front. Now, this is a really stunning piece. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. The hair feels amazing. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Love her, absolutely love her. And this colour is a really, really beautiful blonde. Like I say, I'm not quite used to having quite a darker root as this, but I actually really like it. I love that shadowed root. It's not too dark at all. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. So just a reminder of the specs on this wig. So this is the HW-1 from Newtimes Hair. This is in the colour 1740T, which has a dark root, and then it is this beautiful, probably a neutral, slightly on the ashier side blonde, really pretty blonde colour. This one is in 14 inches, but also is available in 18 inches as well. It is 100% Chinese human hair, really lovely quality. When it comes to the cap, you have got a lace front, which creates the illusion of a natural hairline, and a monofilament top, meaning you have multi-directional parting options. It's closed wefting all the way around that monofilament section, and there is an extended nape which makes it really comfortable to wear, and there's also adjusters so that you can adjust it to the size of your head. I'm so pleased, I'm so pleased, and I'm so grateful to Newtimes Hair for sending this to me. Thank you so much.